This is what we're going with. 46 pounds, so cutting it close, but welcome to a What We Eat in a Day on Keto. My name's Emily and my twin sister Sarah and I have lost 160 pounds following a ketogenic lifestyle since 2019. And while we typically do cooking recipes on our channel and kind of explore the keto space, today we're just going to be doing something a little bit different. We're just going to show you what we eat when we're at home. Well, what I eat when I'm at home, because Sarah is actually not at home right now. Sarah is actually in Japan. And Sarah and her husband have been planning this trip for about a year now. And I have no trip planned for this time. So we're all packed up and ready to go. We're about to head out the door. We're going to Japan for about 2 weeks. So we're going to bring you, Alex and I are going to bring you guys along. Emily is actually going to be staying at home. So she'll be showing you whatever she does at home and what she eats on a day on keto. And hopefully I can find some keto options at the airport and in Japan. So it's super exciting because we're going to be flying business class. We just got the confirmation email that we were on a wait list and we were able to upgrade. So we used our miles and we're super excited about it, right, honey?
Heyo!
So that will be an experience for us. I'm not sure what they'll be serving. Hopefully something that's keto. So come along with me only, Sarah. And so maybe I'll get a trip at some point, but not now and probably not within the next couple months. That's okay. Today I'm going to be cooking one of my favorite dishes for dinner. My husband's actually on a work trip right now. He's coming back tonight, but I was going to make 2 dishes, and one of them for dinner is going to be the more intricate one, I would say. It's the chicken Bellagio from Cheesecake Factory, but we keto-fied it. I don't even know how long ago that was, but it is a beautiful dish. It's like fried chicken and pasta, prosciutto. It's easy to make, but there's a lot of components. But the other dish is going to be something really simple and actually very low carb and very low calorie, because I think that the chicken Bellagio is pretty calorically dense, and I think that balancing out with a kind of lighter lunch, like that's what Sarah and I do typically, is we'll try to balance it out. So if we go pretty dirty keto one day, we'll try to balance it out the next day, or I think that works out best for us. That way we can indulge and still not eat like we used to. And it's pretty late already. It's about 1 something in the afternoon. I haven't eaten anything today. I only have had coffee, and actually I'm going to grab 1 more cup before I start cooking my very light lunch. Today I'm drinking Element in my coffee. This is the chocolate mint flavor. And as you guys know, Element sponsors videos on our channel, and they are a great partner to us because we love their product. We've been drinking it every day since 2020. And if you guys didn't know, Element is the best tasting electrolyte drink mix that Sarah and I have ever tried. When you go into ketosis, you can lose a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. You'll get different symptoms like nausea and headaches. We call that the keto flu when we're on keto. My cat is meowing now. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. And Sarah and I really love all of the flavors. Our favorites during the summer and the warmer months are grapefruit salt and citrus salt. They're amazing. But during the winter months, we drink Element in our coffee. So the Element chocolate medley comes with chocolate chai, chocolate mint, and chocolate raspberry. And they are all absolutely delicious. My favorite is the chocolate mint, and it tastes like hot chocolate. So right now, Element is offering our community a free sample pack so that you can try 8 of their flavors with any purchase. So you can buy the chocolate medley and get a free sample pack. In order to get this deal, you must go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. So it's fall, and I will be getting out my fall attire soon, which means I'll show you in a second. I actually ordered my entire fall wardrobe off of Amazon a couple days ago, and it's coming today. My entire attire for a hermit that's going to be hibernating. So we made it to Japan. Yesterday we arrived around 4:00 p.m. We were so tired. I hardly slept at all on the plane, even though it was super nice and I was able to lay down. I just was wide awake. So Alex and I decided to just go to bed early. It's 6:00 now. We're getting ready to go to breakfast. They serve an American style breakfast, so hopefully they have a lot of keto options there. I'm excited to see what they have. And then we are going to be going to Team Labs Borderless, which is in Zabadai Hills, something like that. Yeah, we are going to be exploring Tokyo today, so I'm going to bring you guys along. And Emily's going to show you what she's doing at home, which will probably be equally as exciting. So for lunch, I thought I would try something extremely low in calories, low in carbs, and easy to make. So I am going to go with shrimp that is frozen that I'm defrosting in a bag dipped inside cold water, because we have tried that in the past and you guys didn't like that we defrosted them in a bowl of water. So I read this online. I bought some red pepper and onion. I'm just going to be using a handful of these frozen pepper and onions. And for the noodle, I'm going to try these egg white spaghetti noodles. So I'm going to be making a quick stir fry, basically. And I might, if I can get this open, this is my favorite kimchi. I love this stuff. For the life of me, I cannot get it open. I don't know what is going on. Okay, I cannot open it. I just can't. I would like kimchi with this meal, but I personally like to dry off these types of noodles completely. That it helps with the texture, for me at least. I don't know about you guys, but I like these noodles a lot. All right, now I'm just gonna add in the rest of my stuff, which is a couple tablespoons of soy sauce, a little bit of rice wine vinegar, a little bit of sesame oil. Stir it together. Noodles. Maybe I'll stand and eat, although that's typically not my thing to do because I'm lazy, but really good. I think it could use some more salt and pepper. One critique I would give this is that I wish that the sauce had more thickness to it. Probably should have added something in there like xanthan gum to make it thicker. But yeah. So we just got back to the room after having the breakfast that was in our hotel. It was really beautiful, a nice view of the skyline, just like pretty much every place in this hotel. So a lot of you guys asked how I was gonna deal with being keto on vacation in Japan, and honestly I wasn't sure. I did look up some keto options, and a lot of people said that, you know, there's a lot of fish that's served for breakfast, so that's kind of like what I went for. I went for the proteins primarily, and I filled up my plate with that, and that's gonna give me a nice foundation. Just like when we went to Hawaii, we tend to pick things that were like the Kahlua pork and dishes that were primarily protein, and so it fills you up fast, so you don't feel like you want like the pastries and the croissants and stuff like that. So after breakfast we did take a stroll around the like gardens that were around here, like Habiya Park I think it's called, and it was just a beautiful park with like a fountain and a lot of very old Japanese maples and other trees that were there, specimens. So after a quick stop to the hotel room, we're going to be going to Team Lab's Borderless, which is just like an art kind of installation museum that's really popular here in Tokyo. My fall wardrobe has arrived. Yes. Did I lose 100 pounds to walk around wearing something like this? Yes, I did. It has a half zip. It has a hood. It's lightweight. It is comfy. It is soft. It is the original comfy. It is not a copycat. It is not a dupe. I only buy the original. Here I am. This is my final form. This is my natural form. So I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of work, kind of lounging in bed, and laying here with the dogs. The dogs are in the bed with me. This is their bed in my bed. They won't just sleep on my bed, but anyway, I have some work for some videos that are launching next week to do, and I'm just gonna be watching some YouTube and relaxing, and then in a little bit I will cook some dinner. So on Reddit there were some great threads about how to eat keto in Japan. I guess there are some ramen shops that offer like a shirataki version of the noodle here, which is awesome. I didn't know that was a thing, but you could do like, you know, sashimi without the rice. You could do like cabbage and fish, shrimp. So there are definitely plenty of like protein options if you're looking for them. So when I look at a menu, that's what I'm kind of like going for first. And yeah, I seem to be having luck so far, especially with this breakfast menu at this restaurant. There's tons of protein that I can eat. I would say that going to the convenience stores that are like very popular here, like Family Mart, Lawson's, 7-Eleven, there are not that many keto options, but they do have things like, you know, hard-boiled eggs and meat and protein, things like that. As for drinks, I've noticed that a lot of the drinks have some sort of sugar in it. I was able to find a green tea that has no sugar, it's unsweetened, so I did bring stevia, and I can add that to the green tea if I want to. That's another tip that I have, is like bringing things that make it easier to stay keto. Like, I wasn't sure about the drink situation, but just packing stevia, it's gonna make it easier for me to sweeten my coffee without having to add sugar or sweeten my green tea. So bring things that you know will help you keep on track. So my husband Brad just got home, and I'm going to be making chicken bellagio for dinner. It seems like there's a lot of components, but it's not that difficult to make. So we love a variety of different pasta replacements. It's kind of depending on what we need for that week. Are we trying to be a little cleaner? Do we want to indulge? And our favorite is actually Imi, the ramen. This has 6 grams of net carbs per serving. To us, it really does give the feeling of pasta. It's got like the right chew, and it holds on to sauce really well. So I'm gonna be cooking up this today, but any of the other replacements will work fine. So for this recipe, it's basically a fried chicken cutlet that's breaded. I'm gonna be using pork panko with garlic and parsley. And then the cutlet is gonna go on top of the noodle that has pesto. You can make your own pesto if you want. I think that they call it basil oil in their recipe, but it's pesto for me. Oh, there's a Parmesan cream sauce, which is literally just Parmesan and a little bit of cream and some salt, and just drizzle that on top. Oh, they also have prosciutto on top. So it's a lot of different components to this dish, but it's like, after you finish up the chicken, it's relatively easy to make. Forgot to turn the camera on. Cool. All right, haven't had this in a while. Let's try it. We have a whole in-depth video about this recipe that I'll link in the description below, so you can get all of the measurements and everything. This is an amazing dish. So I have no idea what Sarah's doing right now. She might actually be sleeping because it's 14 hours ahead. And hopefully Sarah comes back soon and is ready to get back to work. We just got back to the room. It was a long day, but really fun stuff that we did. We did the museum, and then we found a nice izakaya, which is kind of like a Japanese bar where we were able to order a bunch of keto things, I think, at least. We ordered some beef skewers, some squid, pork belly. What else? Anything else? Wagyu beef, which was super yummy. I think it was a pretty keto meal. What do you think, honey?
Oh, yeah, it was a ton of protein. It was
a vibe.
No, it was simple, but it was like really well seasoned, and like all the flavors were super good. So it was different because it was almost all protein.
Yeah, there wasn't many like side dishes really. Maybe we
Yeah.
could have ordered some, but we didn't really know. We were just picking like things that looked good to us on the menu, and it was a kind of a vibe in there. It felt like very like what you would expect.
Oh, they're all screaming at each other.
They're all yeah, and it was
hilarious.
we were in a tiny booth, and it was just really exciting, and there were people like
Lots of
sitting
energy.
on the floor, and they made us take off our shoes and stuff, which
Yeah.
was kind of interesting and new. So super glad that Alex found that restaurant for us to try. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what we eat in a day. Hopefully Emily is enjoying her time at home, just relaxing, and stay tuned for more videos from our adventures in Japan, hopefully. They might go on this channel or they might go on our second channel, Emily and Sarah. So we'll let you guys know. I'm a keto twin and Emily's the other one, and signing out. I don't know how we were still trying to figure out how to end these videos, honestly. So yeah.
Konbanwa.
Konbawa, which
Konbawa.
means good evening.